Oh, okay. The video that many people wanted from me. Actually, a few people wanted this. Not many. About like 5. Okay, I'm exaggerating a bit here. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another YouTube video. It's me, it's your boy Rare. I'm back at it again with my really scuffed plots / dreads that I'm in the process of doing. And it's tickling my nose. So today we're going to be talking about Saviour. And I don't want to get too much into the lore and these sort of things. There are better YouTubers for that. I'm just going to talk about what I speculate that PA is actually going to give us. Like the class, the play style, maybe the awakening a little bit, how the class works mechanically. And personally, I want to kind of like break it down for some people, and also for my own like Calpheon ball that we will get at the end of the year. So yeah, first of all, let's talk about Saviour. So for me, and I do actually have some notes here. My first prediction when they do release her trailer. So this is what I think PA is going to do. I will be making a separate video. If you guys want to see the separate video, it would be about what I want in the class. And that video probably will come up. But if you want to see that video, please just comment and say, hey, we want to see what you want in the class. Or just let me know what you want in the class in the comment section. Because I know a lot of people currently really want to play this class. I'm talking like Biceptimus, QE, there's a lot of people who I know are hyped for this class. And for me personally, I always thought a class like Saviour just wouldn't be in the game. And when I say that, I mean like, I don't think a Succession Greatsword class would have ever been in the game due to the fact that Warrior kind of already exists, I guess. But I'm a little bit sick, so I'm just going to be sipping some water while I talk. The reason for that is because a lot of people in the BDO community are very like, oh, if this exists, you can't have this. If this exists, you can't have this. We can't have guns. We can't have whatever. We have 2 gun classes now. We have Corsair's Awakening, which, and if you want to watch that video, it's also in the it's also somewhere if you check my YouTube channel. Search Corsair. I have a lot of video content on predictions and Calpheon ball predictions, but I've never done a video specifically like this where I'm talking about like the actual predictions for the ball. So this is going to be this is not specifically all the ball. I do have one like sneaky prediction at the end specifically for the ball, but this is what I'm thinking, what they're going to launch, what they're going to release, what they're going to kind of show, right? And also sorry for like not streaming and stuff. I've been really sick, but also my PC's been really sick and kind of basically blew up. I've switched to 5060, so I've actually write that right now. I'll probably do like a little show my computer stream someday. And I don't know why, but it keeps freezing. Even if I play like BDO, the Isle, or even if I play something like TFT or League of Legends, which doesn't necessarily pull a lot of resources from your computer, it's something that's like not working. Some people in chat thinks it's a motherboard issue, which it might be. I've checked cores and my thing. I've updated everything. I've even switched to okay, my cores and stuff. I've been playing Predecessor a little bit, but even that on For Honor as well. But switched to Windows 10. But that's beside the subject, right? So just letting you guys know what's happening currently. So let's get back into Saviour. So sorry about that. For the first note I have, I do think that this song you're listening to slightly in the background currently, Rise in Flames, I do think that's gonna be her trailer music. So when they do release the class, I'm predicting it, right? Like I'm gonna say, I think when they show her, they're gonna show her like dun 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 dun, and she's gonna like pull out the greatsword and she's gonna look sick as hell. We're all hyped for her, right? There's no way we're not hyped for her. The second thing is, a lot of people think she's gonna be like Saber from the Fate series, like Fate Grand Order, I think. I'm not sure. Like, so she does give Paladin vibes, and from what I can tell, and from the lore, she is from Calpheon. And it only makes sense that she comes on the Calpheon ball, even though I want her to come out right now. And I do really want her to come out right now, but she does kind of give like some Paladin vibes, right? Like her armor looks super great. She has these like runes. Like she reminds me of a Retribution Paladin. I'm gonna show you a little bit of gameplay. Don't be too scared. It's just World of Warcraft. It's not gonna bite you, okay? I just had to like pull up some streams, but it looks something like this, for example, where you're kind of running around. You have a big ass sword. Maybe not the mount part, because you know how mounts work in WoW. I hope they don't do that part. But oh, she's kind of like glowing. I don't know about the maces flying around. That's called Divine Storm. But something like this, you can like maybe like get some wings and stuff. I do think that this is the route that they might be aiming for. I'm not saying this is gonna be like 100%. This is more like 50% if she's going the holy route, right? And let me see if I could just skip through a little bit more, where maybe you can like see a bit more. Maybe like some trash or something like. I don't know. I just wanted to show that. So, just to like get you guys an example. But a lot of things that I see people missing, is that I think she's supposed to be like the resurrection of Belmorne or whatever. Like, you know, that guy we fight in the like cave, and then he's like super busted, and I think he is in. Is it Jordan? I think he's the embodiment of Jordan. I do think she's giving me some like corruption vibes. Now, a lot of people have missed this. The holy looking cross sword. It's literally a cross, right? This actually might be her like a pre-awakening might be like, or her offhand might be inside here, kind of like Dracania, right? So one thing I've realized, at least from me in terms of the sword, if you pay really close attention to the sword, you can kind of see that it's like there's definitely some weird shit going on here, right? There's like some thing, it's climbing up on the sword. It's like trying to like, you know, it's trying to like corrupt, right? And there's that holy light coming out of the middle of the sword. So there's some like aspect of like, you know, like this gooey corruption, like Zarka, sort of like badassery. For me personally, I do think that there will be a corruption mechanic. I do think that she will be like divine and holy, and maybe in her awakening she becomes more holy, which I'll get to in a little bit. But definitely, I do think that she's gonna have like this sort of corruption playstyle. And when I say playstyle, I'm not talking about like the gameplay. I'm talking about like her mechanic will be a sort of like, okay, so let's say you have a few attacks, you do some holy attacks. And then when you like fill up your holy bar, or like maybe you drain the holy bar, something like this, you're able to like kind of like, you know how Deadeye kind of like switches gun? She'll have like a meter where she like fills up and it's holy, and then exhausts, and then it'll fill up as corrupted and then exhausts. So it'll be like a exhaust. I could be wrong here, but this is not what I want exactly. Which I'm trying to like not talk about that too much, but what I think it is. So I do think that she will get some sort of corruption sort of system like that. And when I say like you fill it up, you're gonna do like damage and stuff, and and you kind of like want to be in corrupt mode, or it'll be like corrupt mode is very more aggressive, or you unlock certain abilities, or certain abilities might have like armor pen, or in holy mode you might heal more and such. So, and I'm gonna call it the dark mechanic. So if you guys want to refer to that in the comment section, maybe tell me what you guys think about that. The second thing I want to talk about is, let's talk about Retribution Paladin, is Succession and Awakening. There is a small chance that PA might make her an Ascension class. They haven't really been not making Awakenings, but they have been making a little bit more Ascensions lately. But like we had like what, Wusa, like when I stopped playing, Wusa just came out, or I guess Mego just came out, sorry. I was playing when Wusa came out, but Mego kind of like came on and I didn't really play her. And then we got Deadeye, who's Ascension, and Wukong now, who's Ascension, right? I don't think that means if they've stopped playing, they've stopped making the Ascension classes. I just do think that it's kind of easier to make an Ascension class. Now for Saviour, I personally have no preference. I mean, I think most people would argue that if you get an Awakening class, there is more detail into like, this is Succession, this is Awakening, Succession plays like this. Whilst Ascension is kind of like, this is your class. So you get less class. I will always say I would prefer maybe more the Awakening and Pre-Awakening route. Here you can see the sword a bit more and stuff. It looks really good, by the way. It's like, it looks super amazing. I like that it's super huge. Like, if you're complaining about the sword, like, the sword needs to be big as hell. The sword, like, you need to make sure that this class, this is like my own want, but I will get into that later, but you need to make sure that this class really plays like a big, heavy weighted sword kind of class. Like, she could be, I guess she could like spin it around like Cloud, I guess. Like, I don't mind the whole like how Cloud kind of holds really big swords and he doesn't. Like, it doesn't have to be one-to-one warrior, but just make the sword damn big. Just all I care about is it being a great sword class. And I'll get into that a little bit later as well. So that's the corruption mechanic, and that's this awakening, pre-awakening. For awakening specifically, so for succession, I think she's going to be more like corrupted. If they do go an awakening and pre-awakening route, I do think that she will have succession being corrupted and awakening being like, you know, because what I do believe PA might do when it comes to like how she will be playing in terms of like an awakening, they will give her either. No, what I want is for her to have two swords, right? I'm just gonna make that really quick. I want to just her have a great sword, and then when she's awakening, she just gets two great swords, and she's just like Enslar, sort of like flying in the air, kind of like just slashing stuff up. I guess that'd be too much similar to Drac. I would prefer she's more like ground based, but if she had like angel wings or bad wings as well, you know, like they might be spending a lot of time making her. I hope they don't make her busted, by the way. I really hope they don't make her busted. Also, her outfit looks super amazing. I do like this sort of thing. And one thing I want to say is I've really been waiting for this class to actually sort of come out. Like I've been waiting a really long time. Like, I know a lot of people say that they want to kind of main this class since like the dawn of time. I've been playing BDO since Korea was the only server, and I think maybe Russia as well. And then when we finally got an EU and NA, I was like, oh man, you know what I really want? Like, when we got Awakening Warrior, I was like, oh, actually, I really want a two-handed sword class. So when Dark Knight came out, I was super happy to reroll to her. And here's a screenshot of me. Shit, you don't actually see the date here, but it's not today. I don't know what date this is. I'll have to go through it. But I think this is when Drac came out. I probably should have screenshotted where you can actually see the dates. Oh wait, you can see the. I think Liam took the screenshot. This is a screenshot from 2012. Sorry, 2012. That'd be crazy. I wanted to make this class in 2012. I always pick great sword classes, but the only class that I would ever reroll of Dracania from is a Relia from League of Legends, or two great sword female class. So like she has like one great sword. Two great sword is like a two-handed great sword class. Is probably what I mean here. And yeah, I'm so hyped. I'm pretty sure if you look at this date, this is pretty much when Drac is coming out. But yeah. So this picture's from Reddit. I can't like zoom in more. You can see Saviour's hair. You can see all the Valkyrie in the background and stuff. They're kind of like flying to her. They're definitely going to show some lore. I'm so happy that you can see Venstar, Enstar, and then like Savior in the middle, and she kind of like. She's like the new class, but she's like hooded and stuff, which we'll also get into. So for Awakening, this is not what I want, but what I think might be a thing. I do think that she will get like a shield and a mace, kind of like a Succession Nova, but not the flail aspect. I do think she's gonna have this sort of like. Succession Valkyrie sort of playstyle where she's like beaming out light, but she'll have a shield and a mace, but that's just like aesthetic. I think she will like use it to like pump out, you know, pump out holy light basically, and that's why I think where she would get. This is where I think like Succession is more corruption, and Awakening is more holy. This is what I think PA will do if they do make her a non-Ascension class. What I can see them doing is something similar to Valkyrie Awakening and Valkyrie Succession. Maybe it's too similar, and that's why I think they might make her into a caster. No, we have never really had melee classes become range, really. I guess Corsair kind of broke that a little bit. She's like really melee. She's like a sword, right, with water. well, we don't know, right? Like maybe I'm cooked on this take here, but I do think that they're gonna. And she goes completely fully holy. She's like, her outfit looks holy. You know, like the outfit we're seeing on this one here. This is definitely her succession outfit, right? Her body type. I'm gonna get into this a little bit. Her body type, I do think she's sadly. This is not what I want, but I do think she's going to get a body type like Dracania, like Nova. I don't think she's gonna. Hopefully, she gets like one of Nova's hairs, and I do think. Now this is what I think for the Halloween outfit, because I do like talking about outfits and skins and stuff, because I do think that's the main part of BDO. That's like, for me, that's like the best part, right? I do think she'll actually probably, she might get Venstar and N-Star as just outfits. I think she might get N-Star's like you know how DK has N-Star's outfits? I think she might get that as a Halloween box. And her Halloween box too, I actually think she might get Karoxia, which is Guardian's, I think, succession outfits. For some reason, I feel like she's gonna share a lot of outfits, and with Nova as well. She's gonna share a lot of outfits with Nova. She's definitely gonna get what's her outfit called? The one with also Cerberi. She's gonna get an also Cerberi for sure, right? Like she has to get it. And I'm gonna try to separate this video and let it be different from my other video into the things I want, because I'm trying not to, like, you know. But yeah, she seems really hooded. She seems really dark. Chris Poli, and I'm gonna show you guys this. This is Chris Poli's channel. And he, in this story, for those of you who have done this, so this is kind of spoilers for those of you who haven't done the quest line, probably like click off here or skip to let's say skip like maybe like a minute or two. I'll probably write it in the comment section. Yeah. So this is spoiler warning, I guess. So when you're doing the quest line, you get to fight Saviour, like the hooded Saviour. This is the class in-game, like in-game character. Like, so you know how you play Valkyrie, but you're not Valkyrie, you're just like one of the Valkyries. And just like with Nova, spoilers by the way, again, with Nova, you're not Francesca, you're just a clone of Francesca, etc. So this is Saviour's in-game character. And I do want to say special thanks to Chris Poli's video. I will link this video in the description as well, just to like share this. So this is basically Saviour in game. I'll just remove the caption. Oh, sorry. As you can see, her weapon is already like, it's really dark. I don't think it will look like this in game. This is kind of like the what you call it? This is not maybe like her sword gets completely black, maybe like fully corrupted. But I do think our weapon is not going to look like this. I think this is going to be like just for this character. But we'll see. And you can see there's like some light inside. And she's called Ashen Wing, and she says Divine Grace. She's such cool. Yeah, like glory to Elion. So she like believes in Elion. And Chris Poli obviously covers this a little bit. I don't want to say too much, but she has like a blink strike. Which is very, very like I maybe should have speculated like what abilities she get apart from the switching, but she will get this blink strike ability for sure. Like this, like what we see in game here. I'm actually not too impressed with the animations yet, but you know, like it does look heavy. She does have heavy swings. I know I'm like kind of like, hey, well, if it's a big sword, then it should be heavy, and if it's a small sword, then you know, and yeah, this one apparently like cracks armor, Chris Poli says. It's super cool. And yeah, I just wanted to show that a little bit in case for those of you who did not see that. And I was just gonna use these as references to like models and body type models and stuff, which I'll get into my other videos. If you want to have the juicier video, subscribe to my Patreon. No, I'm just joking. I don't have a Patreon. But yeah, so This is what we're getting, right? This is really what we're getting. And I do think she's going to be a DR class, and if we do want to talk about like skills and play styles, specifically for Succession, so I'm not going to talk about speculation about Awakening. It's a long shot to think about Awakening right now. Except for what I want, which would be, again, in the next video. I'm really trying to push that next video, which I'm going to be recording probably right after this video, just because all this stuff is on my mind, and I want to talk about a lot of stuff. I just want to talk about Saviour. I can talk to people about Saviour all day. I love hearing streamers talk about, oh my god, I'm rerolling to Saviour. I love Biceptimus's meme. Obviously, I've memed it first, Biceptimus, just putting that out there. It was me. I'm the Saviour OG, and sadly, I have played a bit of Succession, Awakening Warrior, but yeah, it's just... Let's talk about the kit. Let's talk about how she plays. So, first things first. If she is Ascension, I think she's going to have like some little, like this little talisman thing here, this little thing. That's gonna be her offhand. This is gonna change. This is like a big if, right? But I do think she's getting this as her offhand. Or it has to tie in with her offhand somehow. Like, I don't think she's not gonna like have a, like, maybe she'll get like a little holy shield, but she'll be like gripping this and using this as her offhand. I don't think this is gonna be taken off unless for like special moves, but it like would probably stay here. So when you have like a black star or a sovereign weapon, it's gonna be like glowing here, which is gonna look sick. I don't know how it's gonna collide with the armor. I do think this part of the sword might be like, this looks like a sword within a sword, sort of. So we'll see. She might get like a thinner sword in Awakening, maybe. And I do think if she's really holy, she'll have like beams of like lights like slashing through. Like I'm talking like a Buster sword, kind of like a Shulk from like Smash Bros. or is it Fire Emblem he's in? I forgot. But he's gonna get that blade, beam through beam. In terms of like play style, like slowness, kits and stuff, which I wanted to cover really badly. I'm not gonna talk about what I want. I'm gonna talk about mostly what I think. So for Succession, she'll be very streamlined. She'll probably play something like Scholar. You know how you can like kind of like mix and match abilities really easily. I do think that this is like the biggest probability, right? Her run animation probably, because I talk about this with one of my viewers, Liam Vilui, who's obviously in my stream all the time. So if you guys know who he is, give him a shout out. And I do think hair, specifically, hair, like in terms of like what we currently can tell, if she's like kind of slow and stuff, I don't think she'll be Awakening. Sorry, I shouldn't say slow, but I do think she won't be like an Awakening Warrior. I don't think she'll have that sort of like cancel animation sort of playstyle. I think she'll be a much easier class, much better. Like, I won't say much better at grinding, but like she'll be easier to pick up and like easier on the hands. She'll have like that big all block thing. I hope she puts her sword like on her back or holds it back, and then like Warrior has such amazing choice for how he's like holding his sword, how he like picks it up and like it's so heavy that he has to like slam it on his shoulder and stuff. In terms of what else she will probably get, she probably will get a grab, and she probably would like the way they're showing her in game. She'll probably, what would be sick is if she spoke Swedish, by the way. Like her name is Greta, and my name is Hans, so like that's Hansel and Gretel in Swedish. So Gretel's original name is Greta, which is like if you have to probably Google this, but I don't think I'm making this up, but I know for a fact that in Swedish, I speak Swedish as well, so obviously. But yeah, so they're gonna make Greta hair. She's going to have this sort of like playstyle where if she's using like light abilities, she might like start saying some stuff like I think some Swedish with my cringe, but like kind of like what's her name from Overwatch? Freaking Shield Maiden chick. She's gonna have like those kind of like voice lines, you know, for Elion, like glory to the light, Elion, like light be with you, and then she'll probably say stuff like get smitted. She probably she'll be like, it'll be really cool if they make her like super extremely religious, like everything for Elion, and then she has this like dark corrupted form, and it's just like she just explodes in red. I do think they'll make her very flashy. Personally, just like quick note, I don't want that. I would rather her just have sword guts and blah 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 blah, you know, like just metal, you know, just bonk you with a freaking big ass sword. I hope her animations. I hope she does get some stuff from Warrior. I don't know if I should say this, but I hope she gets a spin to win. But I think it'll be like a divine spin to win. Like I think if they do give her one, but that's not what I want. But I do think that's what they might give her, like some sort of like divine storm. I was trying to show that with the Retribution Paladin, but there's not really a good, like this retail is like current expansion of the war, which is the war within. And yeah, what else can I nail on her? Except for, you know, her, obviously, because, you know, I want to play this class. The swords art looks amazing, man. Like this looks truly amazing. She could be like super holy. She could have like a big hammer or something as well in Awakening, and she just is super like righteous because paladins and big maces with like, and it's not like it's like a hammer mace, but it's not like how it forms. It's gonna be like a, I don't know. I can speculate a lot of stuff, but I want it to be kind of be like, I don't want to say too much because if I list like, oh, she's gonna have a tail and she's gonna have T-Rex arms and then, you know, she'll also have a scythe, and like I can speculate a lot of stuff, but I'll be like, if I'm speculating everything, then, you know, I'll probably get it right? So I have to like kind of limit how much I'm speculating. And for my final speculation, which I'm gonna end the video here soon. For my final surprise speculation, what I have here written in my little notes, and this is for specifically for Calpheon Ball. They're gonna give us some new content, and when I say new content, I mean they're gonna give us Tier 11 or Crocodile or whatever you want to call him. They're gonna give us a new option for for an appearance for him. I do think that'd be kind of funny. And what I think they would do is they'll probably show it as a trailer, so you'll see the horse like galloping and then the horse would like jump through, and then it will like shapeshift like how our horse currently do. Like, oh, I have one, and about you guys, you know. I definitely didn't get carried with my horses. To be fair, that's like the one thing I really wanted, was having a good horse the whole time. Even back in the day, I like got a tier 6 as soon as we got them. Like as soon as like someone was selling them, and then I got like a first Corsair tier 6. I spent like all my money on it. I still have him to this day. Like I don't want to get rid of him. But yeah, so they're gonna show the trailer. Like try to envision this, right? They're gonna show us the trailer. They're gonna show us how the horse is sort of like flying in the air, and then it will like hit the water, and then but it won't look like any of the other horses. You'll be like, whoa, new horse, wow. And this will just be a skin for Crocodile, right? Obviously you saw that coming, right? I do think that this is a really big speculation for Calpheon Ball. And I do think that will be like, the devs will be like, oh yeah, new horse, oh actually we're pulling your leg. And I do think you're gonna have the option to stay what your current horse is, like you're able to like have it shapeshift. I would like for them, there's kind of like a like part here, but I would like for them to actually like you be able to choose which appearance you want. If you want the base appearance to not be Doom, for it to be Peggy, or if you want it to be, I would like it to be a Dini, because I think the Dini looks cool with the water effect. That'll be like one option, right? And for the Crocodile horse, I do think it will have like fire, water, and wind like circulating it, and like it'll look like the most wicked horse ever. It will have a unicorn horn. It will have flames like within its core, and it'll be like wet and maybe like golden, and it will have wings. And I think the wings should always be out, kind of like on the side. The horse might be like blue or maybe dark blue or some, I don't know, maybe not dark blue, it's too similar to Doom. Maybe like a light blue, like the pearlescent color was super nice. Maybe like patches of like how it looks for more variants, or maybe like red flames instead. And I do think they might start giving us like more options on how we want our horse to look, because it's already in the game, right, for the T10. This Crocodile horse will be an option that you can choose, right? So it's not going to be forced. You just have to do a little quest, talk to Meridora, blah blah blah. I want it to look like this. Boom. And when it switches form, when it rides on different surfaces or when it flies, it won't change to like a Peggy or whatever. It'll just have one form. It's just for people who don't want to have that like kind of like that weird like. Okay, now it's a Doom. Now it's a Dine. Now it's flying in the air. Now it's a Ardonaut. I do think that's going to be something that people are going to like to see, and also are going to be kind of happy with. I think it will look really amazing. I think like instead of just I have a tier 10 Doom, I look like Pogdalo. Like my alt account has a tier 10 Doom. But yeah. Anything else that I can think about off the top of my head? We probably would get some more Zarka lore. I don't know where the lore is actually going. I'm really out of date on the lore. I actually been watching a lot of what's his name? BDO lore guy. I'll probably link his channel as well. And Chris Paul as well. Go check those guys out. They have really great takes on lots of videos. His love for Mystic is amazing. I had one message that I really thought about, and I thought it was really great, but I was thinking about it at the time. So a lot of these notes are like really old, and I just want to thank everyone, right, for whoever you're watching during the ball, right? If you're watching my ball videos after, you're really spoiled for choice, right? In terms of like you have like other larger content creators that are way better at making content than I am. Squadron, Ellie, you name it, right? I'm not even like super geared. I'm like 700 something gear score. Like people are pushing 800 now. If I've been gone for like 2 years, and I probably would be closer to 800, but and I just want to say that you guys watching this, and I'm kind of like reading here, but this actually means the world to me. You guys choosing to watch my content and watch like videos with me, like when I'm live as well. Because of all the other content creators you can actually choose, and you guys choose to chill here with me, and it honestly makes it like I put 10 times better. But honestly, it means the world to me. Considering like how many people you can actually sit and watch it with, or with your friends in Discord. But yeah, I'll probably refer to this video. I probably might do some timestamps. I think this might be a bit longer than I expected. It was much longer than I expected. We're like hitting, I don't know, 20 minutes. I haven't checked. I'm kind of scared. But yeah, I won't edit this. It'll just be straight up because I don't have my editing software on me right now, and I just want this out. So you're getting the raw Twitch clip, I guess. What else can I say? Thank you, and comment on what you want for your Savior, and stay tuned for the next video. It'll probably be up by the time you watch this. It might already be out, so it might have been a few days, but the next video should be coming out roughly 2 hours after this one. But yeah, thank you. Probably have the same shirt on, so don't comment I have the same shirt on, please. Like, I swear to God. Right, I'm ending here. Thank you for watching.